Dr. McClendon really began to conceive of the idea of a major theater and meeting space or conference space for the college many years before the funding actually came to the college. I believe that Dr. McClendon's real connection was to the stage and to the theater. He really wanted the community to have the gift of performing arts and to be able to access those arts right here in their own neighborhood. And very importantly, Thrasher-Horne has been the venue for now many graduations for our college. This is a space where the graduates can gather with their families and achieve that milestone in a beautiful space.
Here in Clay County, we had many supporters wanting to have a cultural facility built when I was a county commissioner. And so here in Clay County, we adopted a tourist development tax. We met with many different private donors. We met with all kinds of people to try to get the financing in place. It became obvious that we were not able to do that on a local level. So I was quite distraught, and however, called Dr. Bob and asked him for some advice. Knowing that the college had a tremendous program in arts and drama and dance, I thought it might interest him to see if he would be willing to participate with the college, and certainly he was. He saw the great advantage, the value that would do for the college as well as the community. And he suggested that we meet with John Thrasher. So we met on the Orange Park campus. John quickly jumped on board supporting it and laid out a plan on how we would go about trying to get the appropriations. Fortunately, at the time, John's roommate over in Tallahassee was Jim Horn. With that in mind, we began to plan together how we would try to accomplish it.
I was elected to the county commissioner in 1988. And in my first year of election, one of my dreams was to bring a theater and art museum to Clay County. At that time, we formed a tourist development council, and I became the chairman of that tourist development council between 1988 and 2000. Of course, Mr. Thrasher and Mr. Horne got elected, and they were able to get the money. Thank you, John, and thank you, Jim.
Thrasher-Horne was a very challenging project. It was my first project with the college. I always tell people that once you've built Thrasher-Horne, everything else is a piece of cake. The construction of the Thrasher-Horne Center took about 2.5 years. As you can imagine, the Thrasher-Horne Center had many bumps along the way. It is a very technical building to build. Theater is built around sound and visual qualities. And these had challenges for everybody involved to meet the criteria to have a performing arts center like we have today.
The Thrasher-Horne Center for the Arts is one of the best things that could ever happen to Clay County. Prior to the grand opening performance of the classic Count Basie Orchestra, Clay County residents and visitors had to drive 40 minutes north to Jacksonville to experience a cultural event. Professional performances and artists had little to no venue to present their works. The Thrasher-Horne Center changed all that. The adjacent visual arts galleries, with permanent collections by Lee Adams and the internationally known photographer Jack Mitchell, the Thrasher-Horne has it all. Opening night way back in 2004 was a spectacular event. There was a formal dinner of donors and others that made the evening stunning.
We went from opening a brand new building, have all brand new equipment, brand new staff, and trying to formulate and organize all of that in what may be considered a short period of time. Because we had been was that? So 7 months of preparation to get ready for that initial opening and to see everything in action. But running through from sets to for the lighting, for the audio, and trying to get all of those components set and ready, it was an exciting time. It was busy, and it was rewarding once it was over.
I've been here 20 years. I'm one of the original ushers. We were able to tour the theater, and I saw what a state of the art it was, and it's close to home. So I brought 3 carloads of ushers, and we all signed up. I'm the only one left.
I've often referred to the Thrasher-Horne Center as the total event center. I do that for a reason. There's no one like us in Northeast Florida. We have the main stage, a 6,000 square foot conference center. We have a gallery, a studio theater that fits 200, and we have the dance studio in the back. All of that underneath one roof, and no one else has that. So what I see here is if we continue to embrace the totality of this center and leverage every one of those viewpoints, we are going to achieve our vision of being a premier event center. And for the county, I don't think there's ever any end to that. I mean, for the county, it will become and will always become the hub of community activity.